Very nice, very nice. Well, let's waste no time. Let's bring Chris on stage. Everyone, Chris Evans!
Hello, hello.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, hi. How's everybody doing? All right.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Great.
We're all very excited to be here.
Oh, good. Likewise.
Yeah. So,
I love Dodger. That's great.
we're going to talk about Dodger.
We'll get to Dodger.
Yeah. But I want to start first by asking you, you've been working consistently over the past several years, working on projects with big time commitments. It seems like you were always on the go. What are some of the things you've chosen to focus on this year? Any personal interests or projects that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, last year was busy. It was just job. 3 films in a row, and it was just a little exhausting. This year has been a little less work, a little more personal stuff. I got married. Thank you. And it was, it was really, really great. We kind of had 2 ceremonies. We had one on the East Coast. We did one in Portugal. My wife's Portuguese. Yeah, go Portugal. But they were wonderful and beautiful, and it's a lot. Planning a wedding, it's a lot. For those of you who are married, it takes a lot out of you. But now that we're through that, we've just kind of been enjoying life, gearing up for autumn, my favorite season, and it's it's like the best time of year right now. So it's just been now we're just relaxing and enjoying life and reflecting. Well, thank you. I wish I were wearing one.
Speaking of autumn, you have mentioned when presented with new projects, actually, that you take filming schedules and time of year into account. Being in New England, autumn is gorgeous. I mean, autumn in the East Coast is just absolutely gorgeous.
You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
And it's incredibly festive and fun. What are some of your favorite fall activities, either maybe now or when you were growing up?
Sure. I mean, everything. Apple picking and carving pumpkins and, raking leaves. I'll rake leaves and have a good time. Because it's the smell, isn't it? Those dead leaves smell so good. And it's the smells that kind of signal what's coming. It's not just autumn. It's that, those dead leaves mean that Halloween's coming, that means Thanksgiving's coming, that means that Christmas is coming. It's just kind of the trifecta of my favorite holidays and my favorite time of year. So it's everything.
And kind of going back to your work for a minute, when it comes to acting, you've spoken about how you would play a type in your early days. Now with
assholes.
We can get a type.
Thank you.
Now with more experience in different roles and genres under your belt, when presented with future opportunities, are there any qualities or energies you look for when choosing projects?
I think now it's more about, the role is obviously incredibly important, but certainly now it's very much about where, when, and who. If it's depends on the location. There are certain times a year I just don't want to miss that just mean too much to me. You only get so many autumns. You only get so many Christmases, and so you just want to be around for those things. And who? The experience of working isn't just about the role. The experience is about who are you collaborating with, and if you have a chance to collaborate with friends and people that are lovely, then you jump at those chances.
And because you were speaking of holidays real quick, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the wonderful times of year, do you have a favorite or one you really enjoy?
That's tough. Is it Halloween? It might be. I mean, it might be Halloween. It might be. Tell you what, it's Halloween and Christmas. It's a neck and neck race. I love Thanksgiving, but I think Halloween and Christmas are duking it out. But when I grew up, Christmas was a lot more. We had snow, and for some reason, I don't know what's happened. Everything's shifting, and now you're lucky if you get snow in December, which is such a shame, because that was always such a nice part of Christmas, actually having just, a foot of snow outside. So if it's a snowy Christmas, that's tough to beat.
Beautiful. So I've also noticed in your career, you've been in a lot of movies specifically. Is there something about movies versus television that you prefer?
I mean, it was different when I came up. When I was younger, when I started in this industry, TV and movie, it was separate. You either did TV or you did movies. But obviously, we all know that's not the way it is now. Some of the best content out there is on TV. So I don't know if I prefer one to the other. There's something really beautiful about TV, whether it's, regular seasons or something more limited. You get to kind of return to a character in this. It's almost like reading a book. You kind of get to experience something, digest it, then revisit it. So I don't know if certain material, I would argue, is better serviced in a TV format.
And you've been an actor in a lot of those movies, but you have also stepped into the roles of a producer and a director on some projects. Are those roles something you'd be interested in exploring more of? Yeah,
absolutely. I did direct a film, 10 years ago now, and it was a really wonderful experience, and I loved it, but you learn how much it demands. It takes so much of you. The months of prep, the months of post. It really needs to be a script that, it's the first thing you wake up and think about. It's the last thing you think about before you go to bed. My experience directing, I was just so eager to get the chance. I took a script that was kind of like a little broken bird. I was like, no, I can fix it, and you just try and drag this thing across the finish line, but it really needs to be something that you need to make, not just something you're interested or curious or kind of want to try and give a shot at. It has to be something that is a deep, deep passion. So I've been looking. Unfortunately, I'm not much of a writer. I wish I were. So that means I'm at the mercy of finding something, and unfortunately, those